Feels a little bit drier, looks a little bit drier. Let's take a test. Well, okay, this is Thursday morning, 2 days after those thunderstorms. Let's walk out here and see if the chemicals were washed off of these weeds. Well, here we go. The ragweed is wilting. That's a good sign. We had a total of, what did we have? 0.85 inches, I think it was, on Tuesday for the entire day. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 different showers, 4 different storms come through. Here we go. That morning glory is wilted. All right, so maybe the chemicals were on here long enough that we're going to get a kill. Morning glory there is wilted. Tops of the ragweed here wilted. Okay, in Canada, could you please keep the smoke to yourself? Can you see the haze in the air today? Yeah, it's not humidity, it's actually a pretty decent morning. 64 degrees, I think, when I woke up this morning. Humidity is creeping back, but yesterday was really nice. Maybe my money was not wasted here and the chance paid off, because things are wilting. Okay, I've got about 10 more acres. You see the sprayer there. 10 more acres to spray down here. I ran out of enlist beans 2/3 of the way through this field, so I cut the field off, cleaned the drill out. Well, I didn't really clean the drill out. I didn't have to, because they're all Roundup Ready beans. So I've got another 10 acres in this field that is strictly Roundup Ready. So I'm just going to spray some glyphosate on those beans, and hopefully I can cut some wheat this afternoon. Hey, that cornfield is starting to look like a cornfield now. It's evened out a little bit. It's got a decent green color to it, and it's covered the rows. So, hey, corn is good. As I've been spraying soybeans, I've noticed that I've got one row here, and I believe it was this second one in, that I just was not getting a good stand on, and I believe it's this one, only because there were 2 places almost identical with just the 2 rows in between. So each time I turned around, you know, this one is not getting a good stand on it. So what I have just determined after making a pass in here, that this thing, this coulter here, is worn enough that it is leaning over a bit, and so my track is about 2 inches off. So to compensate for that, I'm just going to loosen these up and shove this over 2 inches, and then that coulter should track in that planting unit. Okay, I adjusted this other one as well. This one was off about an inch, so I've moved that one about 2, this one about 1, so we should be good now. Well, based on the packer wheels here. That field was a little bit wet. Yeah, I had a few places that were wet, but look at that. The beans sticking right to the packer wheel there. But down on the lower end, it's a little bit wet. I got through it, although there was probably 2 passes right on this very end. I left. I can come back in a couple of days and get those 2 passes. I think the wheat is dry enough, and I don't see any green heads down inside of there, so we're going to give it a go. It's 1 o'clock. We're going to hope for the best and go for it. Feels a little bit drier, looks a little bit drier. Let's take a test. Okay, the test weight is down about 2 points, which isn't surprising with the rain. About 14 to 14 and a half. Much better. Just about got a truckload out of this field. Another truckload, that is. So this field is done. So I think I averaged 85 bushels to the acre on the 2 fields on the home farm here. What I'm going to do, I looked at the weather forecast. We've got a chance of rain tomorrow evening and then Saturday morning. So in order for me to get all of this wheat cut, I'm going to go ahead and set the auger up to that bin over there. I just called the Birdman. He's going to come down and dump some wheat for me so I can keep cutting. So I'm headed over there now to get this auger set up so we can start dumping the wheat in the bin. Birdman showed up. He is dumping that load of wheat. I'm over here on the next farm cutting, and I believe this is going to be just as good as what I just cut. Time will tell. We've got not quite 20 acres on this farm to cut. So if the Birdman can keep dumping wheat for me, I may be able to finish this farm this evening. That's what I'm shooting for, if all goes well. Look at this mare's tail coming up in this wheat. I haven't had a problem on this farm before, but it looks like I'm about to have a problem. This darn weed driving me insane. Don't get excited. I'm not finished. I still have about 6 or 7 acres over here to do. I just got the small part of the field done. So far, the Birdman has dumped about 1,200 bushels of wheat in the bin from this field or this farm. So I think when he gets back from dumping, I'm going to just load the truck. I think the truck, well, I'm almost 99% sure the truck is going to hold what I have left here on this farm. So I should finish this farm this evening, and rather than dump that in the bin, I will just take that to the elevator tomorrow morning, because I'm sure it is going to be damp in the morning, so we will not be able to start cutting wheat. And I've also got to get some soybeans to finish planting soybeans into these wheat fields. So I'll just hit 2 birds with 1 stone, or that's what I'll try to do. I'm not that good of a shot, or I don't have a good aim, but yeah, I'll take the load of wheat up, dump that, and then run over to my seed dealer and get couple more bags of soybeans so we can finish planting these soybeans here. And then I've got just one more farm tomorrow. It's only a small field, 6 acres on it, and I should be able to wipe that out with no problem tomorrow afternoon. And then I'll be done with the harvest, start planting some soybeans, hopefully get these soybeans planted by Saturday evening if it doesn't rain. But I think that's going to be a big if. Looks like Farmer's daughter is already headed to the bar room this evening. And it's, well, it is after 5 o'clock, so I guess you can go to the bar. What time? It's 10 after 6. So yeah, I guess it's about time to hit the bar. Alright, not sure if I'm going to make it to the end without having cab wheat. It's pretty darn close. As long as I don't pull back on the stick real hard, I don't think I will have any cab wheat. Brakes hard and it'll be okay.
We got that little bit left in this spot. Working on my photography. field. Hope you can tell in the background.
I have only been putting one tank
all the way down here
on this truck each time and letting the burn man go dump, since we're only half a mile away from the farm. That way, I'm not sitting here waiting for him. If I give him a whole truckload, I'll be waiting for him to unload that. So by only putting the one tank on and letting him go, then I am not sitting and waiting. I am being more productive. Yep, I'm already taking weed out of the bin. I didn't quite have a truckload. I miscalculated in the field a little bit. So I'm going to finish loading this truck and take to the elevator in the morning. Let me close the top up. We've got about, well, you can't see in there. We've got about 1,700 bushels in there. Truck is loaded. I'll take that in tomorrow. We've got one more field to do, about 6 acres, so the truck will hold it. I'll take some more out of here to load the truck and take that up Saturday morning. That's the game plan. All right, until next time, I'm gonna say, see ya! The haze is still in the air. It only got up to about 82 degrees today, so we know it's not humidity. The humidity was less than 60%. Perfect weather except for this haze. It's just unbelievable. Canada, what are you doing to us?